All right, so here we are, live. I hope
I hope. Hold on, I can look.
for this OR League fantasy football draft. First place pays I think $360. I'm not sure what second place pays because I only go for first. If you're not first, you're last.
Ace, shut up. Yep, you're live. Let me disconnect from my Alexa. You're cooking.
So
God, I feel like the audio's quiet. Hey!
Ace acts like he's dying to eat a cookie. And all these people are just going to keep texting nonstop.
Yeah, you can, I'll turn your mic up a little bit. So.
Does it show?
OBS. I'd turn it up a little bit. I'd give maybe the bottom one. Nope, not that one. That's desktop. Yep, that one. Turn that up a little bit. Yeah, you're good. I'm gonna make a video.
Here's the remote.
I'm gonna have to eat the rest later.
You're going to be in the background, by the way, because you're talking. And so I have sixth pick in this draft, which I'm targeting maybe Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, maybe. I like sixth pick. I don't like any of the top four picks. Not because I don't like the players, but there's a lot of them that I do like that have bye weeks that conflict with players I like in later rounds. So that's basically why. And I just feel like if you draft someone like first or second overall, like if you draft someone first, the only place they can go is down from there. Like they can not be better than first. If you draft someone third, they could be first. So you have upside if you're drafting later. Like I could draft a guy six that could be the number one overall fantasy score. That's a possibility. But if you draft someone first, they could be number one overall as well. But the chances of them being number one overall isn't as good as someone else being higher than what you draft them as, because you can't be higher than first. So I don't really like drafting first or even second or even third. My draft I did Sunday night, I had a first round pick and I hated it, but I had to do it, and I took Tyreek Hill just because it's not that I'm a Christian McCaffrey hater. I just don't believe in Christian McCaffrey being healthy for 2 years in a row. And you got the Madden cover curse. So there's a lot of things to put in consideration there. I took CeeDee Lamb in a previous draft, but even before that, even with the contract dispute, which now that's been settled, but I probably would prefer Jamar Chase over CeeDee Lamb just because of I just feel like Jamar Chase has more upside. But then again, Jamar Chase also is in a contract dispute thing as well. So, I mean, you don't want somebody to start out slow. You don't want your number one overall pick to start out slow because he hadn't practiced, or I mean, your first pick needs to be good. I feel like that your first pick's pretty important. So I've not done a draft on my laptop this year, so it'll probably be a little different. I mean, I've done it previous years, but a year is a long time, and maybe they've switched the format or whatever, but yeah, I'm always nervous until I figure out like how exactly it works, like, because I've had drafts in the past. I've been doing this for a lot of years, and I've had drafts in the past where like I go to pick somebody and I can't figure out how to select them. So we're live. We got Beers a cracking. He already took Christian McCaffrey. Now we have Propfall Poppy. I don't. Is that assume that's something to do with? He took CD Lamb. These first picks go fast. It's hard for me to keep up because everybody pretty much has an idea of who they want in the first round. There goes Tyreek Hill. This is a PPR league, by the way. Not any crazy stuff. It's a one quarterback. I think there's 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. I think. Yeah, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Team Mac Destroyer. This is a doctor. I just figured I would share this because why not? I mean, the other leagues I've been in up until this point have been like home leagues that's been just for fun. This is the first actual money league. Okay, we have Jonathan Taylor off the board. I mean, almost hoping that someone takes like Brees Hall or Bijan, just because that'll make my life easier. I don't really have much interest in Brees Hall, but I do have interest in Bijan Robinson. So there's that. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I've had him in the past on teams. He's really solid, really consistent. He's has some injuries pop up, which all these guys have now at this point. Jamar Chase, injuries pop up. Justin Jefferson, which I feel like is the best receiver in the league, but quarterback play has kind of held him back in injuries. And now it's me. So I could take Bijan or Amon-Ra. I think because I don't have any Bijan, I'll probably take him, even though he's about week 12, which I hate. But I think I'm going to take him for the upside and just hope that it works out. Maybe I like Saquon too. I think he's going to be really good this year. But I will take Bijan Robinson. I don't have any shares of him so far. And then someone took Justin Jefferson. Patrick Mahomes already off the board. Lord have mercy. I hope it's not one of these where all the quarterbacks go super, super early and force you into taking quarterbacks early. But it's a one quarterback league. I mean, come on, let's pump the brakes here. When taking quarterbacks right off the rip. Right now, I got 8 picks to my turn, so I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got AJ Brown off the board. So right now, I'm probably thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Puka Nacua off the board. Just bear with me, I'm trying to keep up with this list. And after a day at Wings, it's going to be challenging. Puka Nacua. Yeah, I have 6 picks now, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate to go running back, I really do, but yeah, they went Barkley. I would have liked to have had Barkley, but chances getting Barkley. And Bijan are probably low. Now, at this point, I'd probably like to take... I mean, really, I'd like to take Travis Etienne, probably. But I hate to go running back, because that just puts you in a bind. That's the thing about picking a running back in your first round. It really puts you in a bind for later on, I feel like. Somebody took Travis Kelce. I'm on the clock on 1 pick. Yeah, at this point, I mean, Garrett Wilson's gone. Kyren Williams is gone. So I don't want Marvin Harrison to be my number 1 wide receiver. I really don't. I don't mind him as a 2. Isaiah Pacheco is gone. So at this point, I have Derrick Henry. Gosh, I'm going to be hurting at wide receiver, but Travis Etienne's a bye week 12 as well. I mean, can you believe it? This is what I mean about these guys at the early rounds. You just get crushed on the bye weeks. Like, they're all bye week 12s. Like, everybody's bye week 12. So, maybe I'll take Derrick Henry, or I don't know if I can go running back. I might have to go... I might go Devontae Adams, to be honest, and just ride out the sunset with him as my number 1. think I'm gonna do it. I'll take Devontae Adams because I'm just afraid to select 2 running backs in a row and just end up with trash at wide receiver. I have 10 picks, so I'm going to take this time to get a cold beer, take the snuff out, and relax a little. Yeah, I would have loved to have had Travis Etienne as the running back, but I'm assuming someone selected Breece Hall already and I missed it. I'm assuming. Even though I don't see him. I see Christian McCaffrey and Bijan Robinson. Yeah, I don't see Breece Hall. I don't know if there's a reason behind that and that I've missed the news or something, but I probably could have possibly selected Breece Hall. I mean, I feel like Derrick Henry could possibly have a good year too, just because of those like goal line carries, and you got to worry about Lamar Jackson on the goal lines. But this isn't a very enthusiastic video because I'm trying to stay focused here, and I had like, some beers at Wings because Tuesday's wing day. 75-cent wings at GoDaddy's. It's great. I mean, you think it's cheap, but when you're buying for a family of 3, it ends up costing you like $100. So, because nobody just wants wings. I mean, wings are great, but you want to dip beyond wings, So we got Michael Pittman Jr. and Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry's gone. Michael Pittman, he's gone, so I can mark him out. Yeah, I just don't see, let me go to running backs here. What happened? Oh, there goes Derrick Henry. What happened to Breece Hall? How did I miss Breece Hall? I had to have missed him, right? I mean, I've been known to miss people many a time, trust me, but you have to excuse the glasses. I can't read up close. I'm getting old, so that's just the way it is. Chris Olave, gone. Breece Hall, man. Yeah, he had to have got picked, so I'm just going to mark him off my list because, I don't see him on here anymore. Travis Etienne. There goes my boy. It's 5 picks away. Could have possibly had Travis Etienne. At this point, I'm 5 picks away until my turn. 1, 2. I would like to get possibly maybe Mike Evans or maybe even Drake London. Probably Rachaad White. Oh, it's going.
Not too bad.
Just trying to keep up here with who everybody picks.
I'm almost done with this Kanye West album.
Oh, yeah? Really?
I'm almost, I think. I just got done with Never Let Me Down, so I'm close.
Debo
Yeah.
Samuel.
Just waiting.
So right now I'm probably leaning Mike Evans. I assume, yeah, Drake London got picked. I'd probably have to take Mike Evans right now. I like Kamara too. But he's also a bye week 12. That's what I mean. Everybody I like's a bye week 12. I can't get past it. Like everybody I like is bye week 12. I mean, if I get the opportunity to take Mike Evans, I'll probably just take Mike Evans and then hope that if somehow I have the opportunity to take Alvin Kamara, I would probably do it, even though he's a bye week 12. But
I can't read the chat, but someone did put a chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can pull it up. Hold on. I'm have it going right now. It says
You moron.
no.
Rate 12-man half PPR. Josh Allen, Kyron, Adam Jones, Chase, Devontae Ingram, Warren Gaston. Half PPR, I'd probably have number one. I'd probably take Chase of those for sure. I have to pick, so I'm probably going to take Mike Evans here, and then hope someone else falls back to me later. But yeah, I'd probably would definitely of those take Chase number one. I mean, I could put an argument up for being Chase number one overall. Really, I could. Like, he just has such a good connection with his quarterback.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith. Okay, Alvin Kamara's gone, so I can't do that now. Devontae Smith. I mean, Josh Allen, rating him in a half-point PPR is kind of irrelevant just because, like, he doesn't get any points for reception. So, I mean, he's not going to catch many passes, maybe one all year, two all year, something like that. But, I would definitely take Chase over the rest of them. I love Evan Ingram as a tight end. For, like, if you're not going to take one of the main ones, he would probably be my target for a later one, which I would love to have him in this draft. But, I mean, I'm not going to, like, reach for tight ends once the couple main ones are gone. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, there goes Josh Allen already, so he's gone, which I would have loved to have had Josh Allen. He's my quarterback, but I never get him in a draft ever because people just take him so early. I mean, I would love to have him. I would just be ecstatic. But I mean, I'm not going to take him in the second round to get him. Like, I mean, I'd take him in the second round to get him, or third round to get him. So I'm probably not gonna do that. Deontay Johnson, Zay Flowers, even being suspended. Maybe they don't know that Zay Flowers is suspended.
I don't know that he gets suspended.
He like beat up his girlfriend or something. They like frown upon that in the NFL now. Like not recently. Like it was back. Like yeah, it wasn't a recent thing, but yeah, they frown upon you like beating up your girlfriends now. I mean that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. And we got Mark Andrews, which I'm completely behind, 100%. But I was just saying, like, yeah, that's it was domestic violence type of thing. But yeah, it happened recently. It was like a week ago or something. It was actually I think it was like Friday. We already got somebody selecting defenses, which I feel like is interesting. But to each their own. At this point, I have a running back and 2 wide receivers. It's my turn to draft. Let me go look and see what running backs are available here. I'm not particularly interested in any of these people. To maybe DeAndre Swift, James Conner, Zamir White. I like, but we only need 2 wide receivers. We need a flex play though. So I might take Malik Neighbors here. His bye week's 11 though. I feel like I took somebody previously to bye week 11. Yeah, Mike Evans, bye week 11. Here we go. It just keeps on happening. Like every time you want to pick somebody, someone else already picked. Like you've already picked someone in that same bye week. So got a bye week 6. Got a bye week 10. I have a 10 too. So I might just have to take Cooper Kupp here and hope that one of those running backs fall to me, like one of those ones that I want, because it's not like the immediate ones. I would have loved to have Malik Neighbors, but I'm trying not to have multiple people in the same bye weeks at the same position. I mean, I know it's not like the end all, but it makes it difficult. Like, I don't want to just concede a week and just say, well, I'll just lose this week because I have 3 receivers on bye. I'll just take a loss that week and worry about the rest later. I hate to do that. I mean, having a couple receivers on bye, okay, but the thing is, I have a targeted receiver in mind. Dalton Kincaid's gone, which I also like Dalton Kincaid a great deal. Gosh, I just almost marked out Dalton Schultz because of Dalton Kincaid. Yeah, he's right here. I don't know, man. It's just you do so many of these drafts. Like I do 6 to 7 each year, and you do so many of them, and you kind of get conflicted. Like you don't want to have the same players in every draft because then if you lose in one, you're probably gonna lose in all of them. And there goes Brandon Ayuk, which I'm not a big fan of him, so I don't really care to see him go just because I don't want to be tempted later. DJ Moore. I do like DJ Moore. I mean, he's gone. But there's a lot of people fighting for targets there in Chicago. I mean, there's just so many people just battling it out. They got a lot of talent at wide receiver there. I mean, good Lord, I'm what? 6 picks away. I really don't want to take another wide receiver, but man, I just feel like the wide receivers are still so rich. I'll probably be tempted to take DeAndre Swift, in all honesty, if he gets to me, because he's a bye week 7. I don't have any bye week 7s. I really like the idea of Swift there. James Conner I like too. I mean, I would take him. He's a bye week 11, same time as Mike Evans. I'd really like to see Swift fall to me here, is what I'm really trying to get to. Which there's on this, most people go by this draft sheet here that's in front of them. And there's 3 running backs ahead of him. So maybe if Swift falls to me, that would be my ideal pick. And I would love to round out my running back core with Bijan and Swift and have Devontae Adams and Mike Evans as my 2 wide receivers and Cooper Kupp as my flex. But that's just my thinking, like it one draft pick throws that all off. That's just my way of thinking. I feel like Stephon Diggs is probably undervalued at this point just because no one saw him on the Texans last year, and they saw those guys just eat, like the wide receivers there. But I mean, if being a Bills fan, Stephon Diggs is a man that demands a lot of attention, a lot of targets, and if they're not throwing him the ball, it's going to be a rough year for C.J. Stroud because Stephon Diggs will be in his ear the whole time. I mean, I watched it with Josh Allen year after year after year after year on the sidelines, him jawing in his ear. Like, you want to throw to the guy that's open. You don't want to force passes because a guy's, like, in your ear saying, hey, get me the damn ball, throw me the ball, throw me the ball. Yeah, it's nice to have a guy that wants to get targets and get catches, but not at the sacrifice of the greater good for the team. Like, you can't just like, well, you're double covered, but I'm just going to throw it to you anyways because I need to get you your targets. So I think Stephon Diggs will be undervalued just because, like, they saw what the Texans did last year and the receivers that were good there last year, and he wasn't there. So I just think they're just going to assume that he's just going to walk in and be like, a guy that's the number 3 receiver or something. But he ain't gonna be cool with being a number 3 receiver. I don't feel like he's gonna want the most targets on that team, or else he's gonna be in the ear of C.J. Stroud, putting a lot of pressure on him, and he's gonna demand a lot of attention because that's just who he is. Not saying that it's wrong, because he's a very talented receiver and probably is the best receiver on that team. But he's a new guy in town, and it's just, hard to come in as a new guy and just say, hey, I'm the man here. But I think he probably will be the number 1 receiver there just because he's going to demand targets. He's a really good route runner. He gets open in space, makes contested catches. So it's going to be really good for him, I think. C.J. Stroud looked really good last year. We'll see if he's going to have a sophomore slump, but I think he's definitely proved to be really good in his rookie year. I mean, we'll see once people get film on him and all that, because sometimes things change after the film comes out and they study somebody. These defenses, they have coaches. That's their job. They just, like, watch film on people and try to break people down, figure out, like, what kind of calls they do, like, what they do in particular situations, like if you're in a cover 2 or if you're in a blitz situation, what their tendencies are. And I mean, it's harder in your second year once you have a year of film on you. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, C.J. Stroud, he definitely looked good. Which everybody who has C.J. Stroud rookie cards likes to see it. You want to see the top guys do good. Okay, so I do have DeAndre Swift available. I do have Josh Jacobs available, but I'm probably not going to take Josh Jacobs. I'm probably not going to take Ramondre Stevenson because I just don't know about their offense, how many red zone situations they'll get. I feel like the Bears will get more red zone situations than the Patriots. Kenneth Walker's up there. He's a bye week 10 though. Josh Jacobs bye week 10. I have bye week 10s already. So I'm probably just going to take Swift here and be pretty happy about it because that's exactly who I wanted in this spot. So I'm probably just going to be happy about that and take Swift because I feel like Swift is really talented. And I feel like in this Bears offense, he has a lot of potential for like just plays that break down like we saw in the preseason. Kyler Murray went, which was my main quarterback target. But people were like really taking quarterbacks early in this, which is unfortunate and fortunate, however you look at it. And now the players are going really fast, and I'm having trouble keeping up on my sheet here. Got George Kittle. Kenneth Walker. Josh Jacobs. Tank Dell. Raheem Mostert. I didn't even see him on my list yet, so he must be deep somewhere. Yep, Raheem Mostert. On my list, he got picked way out of turn. There's Josh Jacobs. So, it's already 4 picks till my turn. I have a running back, wide receiver, and a wide receiver. I feel like I should probably... The way quarterbacks are going, I'm really worried about waiting for quarterback, but I probably will. There goes Aaron Jones. I'll probably wait one more pick. I might try to just go ahead and take... What? I know Sam Laporte has been taken, right? He has to have been taken, right, by now? Okay, yeah, he's been taken. So I just didn't mark him off. Okay, so I feel like I might just go ahead and take Evan Ingram. I mean, I like George Pickens here coming up, but tight end's so thin, man. And I feel like Evan Ingram's just going to get peppered with targets. So, I mean, if Evan Ingram gets to me, I'll probably just go ahead and take him and then try to get my quarterback in the next round. Which, what quarterback's even available? Like, maybe, I haven't even really seen. Let me see what quarterbacks are available. Anthony Richardson, I'm not a truther of him. I mean, he looked good in preseason, looked bad in preseason. Okay, at first I thought when I saw that it was Evan Ingram. But, okay, so let me try to get caught up here. Ramondre Stevenson, before I make my pick that I already know. I already know who I'm picking, but I don't want to pick him because I want more time. Ramondre Stevenson, Calvin Ridley. I'm going to go ahead and find him, mark him off. Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and take Evan Ingram. He's a bye week 12, of course, like everybody else that I want. But, I mean, I'm just got to do it. I mean, because even if I want Kyle Pitts, he's a bye week 12 as well. So, I mean, what are we doing here? Like, either way, I feel a little better about Evan Ingram. They both have the same bye weeks. Yeah, I'm just going to take Evan Ingram and ride off into the sunset and just live with that pick. We got George Pickens. I feel like he's going to be huge this year. Got 2 quarterbacks on their team that like to throw the ball down the field. especially if Justin Fields gets in there. Like, he loves to throw the deep ball. We got Dak off the board, which that doesn't really hurt my feelings. It's just another guy I don't have to worry about not wanting to pick because I don't want to pick Dak, but I would probably if I had to, if he's available. So at this point, let's see, all positions available. I don't want to get too bad at quarterback is the thing. And right now on my list, Anthony Richardson. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of interest in him. We got Jackson Smith Njigba off the board right here. He is, or Njigba. So James Conner. So, yeah. I'm losing my train of thought here. Quarterbacks, yeah. We got AR-15, which I love him as an athlete and everything, but I don't have much faith in him. Jordan Love, like him as well. By week 10, I have a bye week 10. Jaden Daniels, a bye week 14. Don't have a 14. I've got Brock Purdy. Got Chicago at bye week 7, which I have Swift already at bye week 7, which I could deal with that. I kind of have interest in Caleb Williams, but I have him in another draft, so I might mix it up and just try to get Jaden Daniels in this draft. I might try to target Jaden Daniels, because I really don't want to pick people below. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, I have some interest in. He needs to prove himself. He just got a bunch of money. You get money like that, you got to put up or get out. So, I do have interest in him, but and I do like Duval County. So, I know that may be odd for a West Virginia person. My parents used to live like 40 miles west of Jacksonville. And, yeah, I mean, when they were living there, I was like, man, I might start being a Jacksonville fan. But, yeah, they moved a few years after living there. But so, I don't even want to acknowledge any of the other players available right now because I don't want to get too bad at quarterback. I hate having a rookie quarterback as my starting quarterback, but man, these other names just don't intrigue me. There's a bunch of rookies at the bottom, second-year guys. We have Aaron Rodgers, which, could be a world beater, but could be in a hospital bed. We have Herbert, which, I mean, I've seen Herbert with more talent and do worse, and now he has a coach that wants to just run the ball 100 times a game. Trevor Lawrence, by week 12. Again, by week 12, here we go. So, I mean, everybody's by week 12, so I try to avoid by week 12ers at the beginning as much as I can because there's so many good players. That's by week 12. Okay, there goes Tua. I mean, I feel like Jordan Love could be it, but I mean, by week 10, it might be the tiebreaker because I mean, I might just take a shot on Jaden Daniels, which I mean, I know he's not going to be top 5 quarterback because he's a rookie, but at this point in the draft, what choices do you have? You have
2 years left.
I mean, there's still a good bit in the draft to go. I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 empty picks. But I don't want to get too bad at quarterback, which
You get Josh Allen.
no, he got picked way early. So I mean, like he got picked in like third or fourth round or something.
Get Patton Hall.
Yeah, he got picked early too. He got picked first, I think, of the quarterbacks. So I mean, there's been a lot of quarterbacks picked already, which I mean is fine. But I mean, I just don't.
Who's gotten picked?
I mean, pretty much the quarterbacks left are Anthony Richardson, Jordan Love, Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Caleb Williams. A lot of first-year guys. Jared Goff's probably the most proven. Trevor Lawrence, should be proving himself. Justin Herbert's in a running offense. Like, I kind of feel like I want to take my shot with Jaden Daniels, even though he's a rookie quarterback. I mean, yeah, they went Zamir White, which is like one of my target dudes, but where is Zamir White here? I don't see him in here. They already marked him out. Just thinking of, I don't know. So I am probably going to take this time out to go ahead and select Jaden Daniels. And just ride off in the sunset. Because I have no Jaden Daniels on any of my other teams. And I want to win a league this year. Like, I mean, do you want to win one or do you want to win none? So if you pick the same players and you don't win, you're probably going to win none. Like, that's just how it works. You got to diversify your portfolio.
How many leagues are in this year?
I think 6. I think one less than last year. Oh, God, they're going fast now. This makes it hard when they start picking super fast. Anthony Richardson. Tony Pollard. Right here. Chris Godwin. Right here. Cortland Sutton. See how fast they're going. Jeez. I think Zay Flowers I got picked. Rasheed Rice already get picked. Cortland Sutton. Yeah. Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts could be huge this year. I mean, we've been saying that for like 3 years, so I'd rather take Evan Ingram because at least we've seen him do something, as opposed to just saying they're going to do something every year. Terry McLaurin. I never saw him on the sheet. I would have loved to have got Terry McLaurin, by the way. He's undervalued. Najee Harris. Jake Ferguson. So I basically just need a bunch of bench spots and defense, special teams, and a kicker. So basically just best player available at this point, because I no longer have to worry about filling them out roster positions. I just got to worry about best player available. Preferably not a receiver that has the same bye week as another receiver. But if they're just too good to pass up, then I'll take them. And preferably not a running back that has the same bye week as another running back. So there's that. Right now, I'd probably be tempted out of the people that's here. Okay, we got Zeke off the board. Okay. I don't even know where Zeke's at on this list, and I'm not going to look for days. Because I don't think he's very highly sought out. Oh, there goes Keenan Allen. So that's going to make my pick a little bit easier or harder. I just know that Keenan Allen was. We got Harrison Butker, which I don't even care to mark him off because I'm not taking kickers this early. So we got Christian Kirk, which once again is a bye week 12, like everyone else in the whole league. I mean, you got Xavier Worthy as 6, which I could take him for the upside. Yeah, I might just do that just because he could emerge as being like super big later down the road, or even right off the bat, we don't know. I don't look for it to happen, but where's Brian Robinson Jr. on my list? Brian Robinson Jr. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and just take Xavier Worthy because I don't have any bye. Well, I have one bye week 6, which is also a receiver, which sucks. But none of these other guys are super intriguing. Besides, I mean, Brian Robinson somewhat. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take Xavier Worthy. Let's go ahead and do that and move on with our lives and not stress out about it. Yeah, I don't gotta even mark off quarterbacks really anymore because I'm not taking a second quarterback in a 1 quarterback league. I'll leave that for the chumps. I mean, I can't believe Christian Kirk's still there. I mean, I would have took Christian Kirk, but I mean, once again, another bye week 12, which I don't have any wide receivers on bye week 12, but I do have a tight end and a running back on bye week 12, which I feel like bye week 12 is going to be a real problem for people. Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that when they look at their rosters come week 12 are just going to have to take an L because they didn't pay attention. And I'm trying not to be that guy. I'm trying to just get a free win by week 12. Like, it's just like, oh, yeah, everybody's out on their team. Like, I'm taking the win. Because one win can make the difference of making playoffs or not making playoffs. And once you make the playoffs, you only need a couple wins from there, baby. That's all you need. Once you make the playoffs, a couple wins, you're in. Oh, I'm missing this. Trying to. Brian Robinson Jr. He's gone. Yeah, it's really hard to try to answer chat through messaging. Like Bert, like the message you was telling me about. I was gonna try to type it out, but then by the time I think about it to type it out, I've done missed like 6 picks. So. Well, I did. I mean, I guess I could say the rest of it, but. Keon Coleman, gone. Okay. B. Yeah, Xavier Worthy's gone. Keon Coleman. Where the hell's Keon Coleman on my list, man? I don't see him. He's here somewhere. So I'm a Bills fan. I know he's on my list. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Keon Coleman. Yeah. I'd probably go the other way with that. Let me look at wide receivers. Yeah, I'm probably going to... Bye week 12. Yep, see what I mean? Khalil Shakir. That's probably where I'm going to go. What round is this? Round 9. Yeah. I might go ahead and try to take him. Because I don't want to really miss on him. Oh, Christian Kirk is still there. Lord have mercy. Also, by week 12, though. I mean, come on, man. They just want everybody to fail by week 12. Like, everybody's just destined to fail. But you got a running back and a tight end. Which a tight end, you know, not as hard to replace as a running back or wide receiver, but I just can't believe Kirk's still sitting there, man. I mean, Christian Kirk, man. I'm focused on my list. I'm in 5 picks. Christian Kirk, where you at? Some of my mark-offs have been very sloppy. Yeah, I feel like Christian Kirk should be gone by now, man. But I mean, he could help me with receivers because he could fill in a bye week. And that would fill in a bye week very nicely, him and Christian Kirk. Like, very nicely. But, I mean, also... What is he? Wait, Christian Kirk. Yeah, he's 12. That's the thing, man. It just kills me. Like, everybody that I want is 12. Because I want to take Khalil Shakir, too. Which, if somebody would just take Christian Kirk off the board and make this easy, and they just refuse to do it, it would make this easy. But nobody wants to take Christian Kirk. I mean, 4 picks to my turn. Somebody take him. You what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. He called you? Roma Dunze. Like, still, nobody's going to take Christian Kirk. What, because he has a Q beside his name? Like, no, they're just all going to skip over him because the guy, like, had diarrhea last week. So he's listed as questionable. I mean, somebody's got to take him, right? Like, well, I mean, I'd want to take him, but then I'm afraid I won't get my boy, and he's also a bye week 12. I mean, everybody I like is bye week 12, and I just got to, like, pick other people because I don't want to have 5 guys on my team that's on bye week 12. Oh, wait, somebody took Christian Kirk, so I'm in the clear. So, at this point, I'm going to go to wide receiver here. I'm skipping over Reed. Addison, I know he's a stud. Gabe Davis. Khalil Shakir. But do I feel like there's a possibility Like, I already have Devontae Adams by week 10 as well. Like, I don't have any wide receivers by week 12, but I do have a tight end. But Jaden Reed's not going to help me at wide receiver if I got to fill him in on a bye week because that's why. So I'm going to go ahead and skip all the way on down here and take Shakur just because I feel like he's going to be the number one at Buffalo. As a Buffalo fan, I feel like he's going to be the number one. People don't think it. They think Keon Coleman because he's the new hot thing. But I'm going to go ahead and take him there. And, yeah, we'll see what happens next. At this point, I probably don't even need a sheet because from here, I can probably just figure it out from who's up here on. So I got 2 running backs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide receivers. So I probably should be dipping into running back a little bit. Some. Gosh, these guys here at running back. I mean, we got Chase Brown by week 12, Zach Moss by week 12. Everybody in the damn league's on bye on 12. There's only like 3 teams play in the NFL that week. So, like, everybody who has a team that's has players that's playing that week, they just get an automatic win. Gus Edwards. Going to be a big running offense, but the same thing with J.K. Dobbins. They're ranked back-to-back on here. I mean, I'm hoping to not need a running back for a while. Like, I'm hopefully start Bijan and Swift up till week 7. And maybe by then Chubb will be back. So I might target Chubb here. Because, Chubb would normally be probably a top 5 running back in the NFL. But because he's coming off of an injury, they don't know when he's going to start. So he's dipped down to 1 millionth pick overall. So I might try to target Chubb here. Because if I target Ford, he's going to start the beginning 100%. And I already have Robinson and Swift. Which, not saying I wouldn't start him over Swift. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. But I'm definitely not starting him over Bijan Robinson. So, at this point, I'm probably going to target Nick Chubb. Because, even if he don't come back till after the bye, maybe I can survive that long, make the playoffs. And he'll be back week 11. And I'll just be balling out of control because I have Nick Chubb. So that's my thoughts on that. And no one's going to want Nick Chubb because there's an O beside of his name. It says he's out. So no one's going to want him either. I only have 1 more pick till my turn. I mean, I could probably pick someone else and still get Chubb. Realistically, like maybe I should take Jordan Addison and then try to get Chubb. I mean, if I do it though, I could suffer. But I think maybe Jordan Addison is too hard to pass up. He's also a bye week 6, which is the same as Cup. But I also have, I have Worthy at bye week 6 as well. There's a lot of bye week 6s there. I hate to pass up Addison on that, but I might just have to do it and go for Chubb at this point. Yeah, he's out. He's not going to play at the beginning of the year because he came off of a surgery last year. But, I mean, I have 2 starting running backs, and the first one's not on bye to week 7. So if he comes back week 8, I'm golden.
And if you don't?
If he doesn't, I'm in a bind, but I'm going to try to pick another running back next probably. Unless it's some idiot, like, somehow leaves Jordan Addison up there, which I might just be forced to pick Jordan Addison at that point, even though he's a bye week 6 and I already have 1, 2 receivers at 6 on bye. Let me see here. If I just look at, oh yeah, Ford, Brooks, Moss, Chubb. Let's see what it says about. I mean, I'm sure nothing's changed. The guy hadn't done nothing unless he fell down a flight of stairs. So, I mean, I'm sure he's just recovering from. Yeah, he'll miss at least 4 games. So, yeah. He's back week, 8. I'll be golden. I can start him, or week 7, because that's when my running back's on bye. If he's back week 7, I can start him in my bye week and have one of the best running backs in the NFL. Because I already got 2 other running backs that hopefully don't get hurt. Which, how many spots do I got? That reminds me. 1, 2. Yeah, I only got 4 spots left. So I might want to start looking at this point, handcuffs to, well, I'm sure the handcuff. Tyler Allgeier's still available, actually. So if he's still there, I have to take him. Because if something happens to Bijan, Tyler Allgeier is going to be an all-world running back. Like, if something happens to Bijan, and he has to take over 100%. If he's still there in 6 picks. Beyond that, let me see who the Swift handcuff is. Because I do not remember. DeAndre Swift. Oh, Roschon Johnson. Yeah, so. Why do I see people picking and me not getting closer? Okay, anyways. Yeah, Roschon Johnson's probably. Baby going down, 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 down. I don't know. Like, it says Roschon Johnson is, but I don't know. It could be Khalil Herbert as well. But this that I'm looking at, my reference here, says it's going to be Roschon Johnson. Which I don't know if I trust that, really. But goes on here. What do they have? They have Khalil Herbert higher. Roschon Johnson. Dude's like for days and days. Where's he at? They have him at rank 243. And they have, gosh. So they seem to think here, on this at least, that Khalil Herbert is going to be the handcuff. Is what they seem to think. So I don't know if I should believe this reference or believe this. I mean, I did see Khalil Herbert play in the Hall of Fame game, which makes me think they didn't think too highly of him, but because you don't want to get your main guys out there injured, but maybe I can get both. Maybe I can take Khalil Herbert, Roschon Johnson. No, because I can't, because I only got two more bench spots before I have to wait. Yeah, I could take them both. I could take Khalil Herbert and Roshan Johnson. And Tyler Algier, if he still stays available, which Tyler Algier's number one on my list for sure, 100%. Because I'm just surprised he hadn't been picked already. He gets a lot of work there. Got Chuba Hubbard. Matthew Stafford, we're getting close. I got 2 picks before I take Tyler Algier. Oh, Marquise Brown gone. Tyler Algier, come on, let me have him. Let me have him. Let me have him. Give him to me. I better not dare see his name pop up as the next pick player over 3 other guys ranked highly over him. Because I'm taking him. He's mine. He's mine. Come on. Make the pick. I mean, how long do these guys get to pick? I haven't even seen a countdown. Maybe there's not. Oh, I got 1 minute and 7 seconds still. Yeah, I've been trying to pick in a hurry. I could have sat here and went and peed and drank 2 beers and ate a bag of Cheetos and everything in between picks. This is the first one since I've been here.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been afraid to get up. He took Gus Edwards. Here I go. The fastest pick you ever seen. Tyler Algier. Happened in 1 second. Suckers! Man. Yeah, I like Ray Davis too. I look for him to turn it on this year. But I think he might get some of the goal line work from Josh Allen. Like, Josh Allen probably ain't going to run for 15 touchdowns again this year. It's probably going to be more like 6 or 7. And Ray Davis might get like 4 or 5 of those and then a couple to James Cook. But, yeah. My next pick has to be... Yeah, not Ray Davis. It has to be... I guess those Chicago running backs. I might just take all the Chicago running backs because I got so many bench spots here. I might take the 2 Chicago running backs that's remaining and have all of them and just corner the market. And whoever starts, play them, like, if something would happen. At least for now. I mean, we all know people drop people as the season goes on or whatever, but... Yeah, I'm probably going to take... Yeah, Jordan Addison just got picked. My God, what a good pick, but... I just can't do it. I just got too many receivers and too many on bye week 12. I mean, the dudes, like, everybody's on bye week 12. I mean, just can't do it. I mean, I already have Cup for my bye week fill in. I have Shakir for a bye week fill in. I mean, I got my bye weeks covered. Hopefully, as long as they're both not injured. Which, if they're all injured, then, I mean, I've probably got bigger problems anyways. I was probably going to lose regardless. And I know 3 Chicago running backs is overkill, but when you don't know who's going to be the fill-in and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bench spots, why not fill it with your handcuffs? And if there's not a clear handcuff, just take them all. So I don't want to give, if my guy goes down, if DeAndre Swift goes down, I don't want to give my other opponents an advantage by getting my backup running back over me in free agency. Like, I'll take them now and try to hold on to them as long as I can. I don't want to give them the chance to be starting my backup running back. And just laughing because they're like, yeah, your guy got hurt, and now I'm playing the guy that's in his place. And you took him as their, what I take him, whatever it was, second or third round pick. You took him as your third round pick, and now I'm playing the starter. Yeah, I'd just rather not let them laugh like that and just take all of the running backs. That's I'm on the clock, so this is where I take Khalil Herbert. And then my next pick is going to be Roschon Johnson. Hopefully. If no one takes him, I'm going to take him. And then from there, it's going to be best player available. And then I'm going to take my defense. And I'm going to take my kicker. Because kickers are probably the least important. I mean, defenses are pretty random as well. But I just feel like if you have a kicker on a good offense, that's probably going to be a good kicker. Preferably I'd like an indoor kicker, so they're not kicking in snow and rain and, you know, just miss their last 8 kicks of the year because they're in horrible weather. But that's generally my thinking on kickers. It's just try to get one on decent offense and try to have one indoors if you can. If you can't have one indoors, you can't have one indoors, but it's just the way it is. Jets defense, that's one of my main ones. I would have liked to have had Jets defense. I like Chicago's defense as well. I haven't seen if they've been picked because I haven't been watching defensive picks because I just don't care. But which I do have, as you can see, a slew of Chicago players stacking up here, which you would think that I was a Chicago fan, but I'm not. But that's just the way it is. Seven picks till my turn. I mean, I already got him queued up. If I don't get him, well, I don't know. I'm just going to take a chance and say I'm going to get him and take a break. I should get him. Roschon Johnson.
What you pick? Who you can pick?
Well, I already have him queued up, so if he's still available, it's going to take him out of my head. That's my time runs out.
You're doing round 13? Yeah, you're still in 7 picks. Yeah, you still have 7 picks till then.
Unless the people start picking really fast, my time's not going to be out. I got 2 minutes, apparently.
I don't know. Oh, okay. Still 6 picks.
Yeah, it's been 1 pick since I've been gone. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they're not going fast at all.
Yeah, they're not setting any
I
land
couldn't
speed
tell you
records.
who got chosen or not, but God.
The people chosen are down here at the bottom right.
Oh, there's Gabe Davis.
Yeah, that was already picked before I left. So that's the only thing. Chiefs defense. That's the only thing that's changed since I left.
Bengals.
Bengals defense.
Yeah.
Chumps. I mean, not saying their defense is gonna be bad. I'm just saying, like, why are you picking your defense already? Like, you could be filling it out with valuable players instead. You're filling it with a defense that could pick up a fumble and fall into the end zone, or could get 2 sacks and get 8 points. Like, any other guy you choose, basically, at this point, that's could possibly start is probably going to outscore 8 points. Like, if they start. But, I mean, you know the Bengals defense is starting, but I mean, there's a million other defenses that get 8 points.
Yeah. Is this the same dude that's not pictured?
Yeah, he still has. He still has a minute.
Oh.
So I'm saying, like, I didn't realize you had so much time to pick in this league. I'm normally like used to leagues to give you like 30 seconds, and I'm like scrambling trying to mark them off my list super fast, and then look back up, and then I got like 12 seconds to pick. Like, they're giving plenty of time in this. This is like the beginners league draft here, even though it's not. I mean, I've been in this league for like 5 years, but 4 years. Yeah, this is the OR league. The actual hospital, like all the hospitals in CAMC, is next Tuesday.
What pick's Andy?
He was the pick right behind me. I hadn't even seen who he's picked. I hadn't even paid attention. Yeah, I was 6th. He was 7th. I haven't even seen who he's got.
Oh, so if he went to play, you take it.
Yeah, I could take him. We have we printed the same list. Like, I sent him my list to print off. So we had the same list as well, but I'm not going in order particularly. Like, if I see a guy that I want that's within like 8 picks of where they're supposed to be picked, I just go ahead and take him. Because I know I'm not going to get a pick for 12 more picks, so I might as well take him now, because in 12 picks, he ain't going to be there. If it's somebody I feel strongly about. Like Taysom Hill, I don't feel strongly about him, and someone picked him. But I mean, that trick's been going on for a little bit too long now. I mean, this guy's like as old as me now, right? Like 33 years old or something. Guy's older than Hill. Taysom Hill, he has to like die down eventually. They can't put him in at the 2-yard line every single play until he's 64 years old in a wheelchair, rolling through the end zone. Like, eventually the guy's got to decline. Like, you can't just put his head down and run through 8 people from the 2-yard line. That's just like one play. It's like, well, we're at the goal line, put Taysom in. Lord have mercy. Okay,
No, it's Thursday. Thursday NFL game. That's not preseason.
yeah, it's not even this Thursday.
Is it not?
It's next Thursday.
San Francisco 49ers and Los
Okay, so I got all the Chicago running backs.
Oh, is there a game over there?
So from here, where do I go? I have one bench spot and a defense with special teams and a kicker. So from here, where should I go? My quarterback's by week 14. 12. No.
Bills play Monday night.
Romeo Dubs is still in here, which could be viable. He's a bye week 10 though, same as Devontae Adams, same as Nick Chubb. It's not too bad. I'm actually thinking about just in case my rookie quarterback don't pan out, trying to take Deshaun Watson and having a second quarterback that's on a different bye week. Because Deshaun Watson at one time was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, he could do it again if he could stay healthy. His receiving core is not the greatest, but I hate having two quarterbacks, but you only can start one. So that's what I mean. I hate having two quarterbacks, like, but I feel like somebody will try to take him at least, and Bears defense are 2 picks away from being selected, which I already have a lot of. But I mean, I feel like the Bears defense should be pretty good. But everybody's trying to fill out their roster right now, so defenses are trickling off the board. But I feel like it's more important to have I'd probably rather have a backup quarterback, considering I drafted a rookie. If I drafted like somebody solid like Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen or somebody I knew was going to be a truther, then I probably wouldn't worry about it. But Jaden Daniels, like, I don't know if he's going to be good or not. It's just a hunch. So I might take Deshaun Watson if given the opportunity and block someone else from taking him if I can, and make someone take like Bryce Young or Daniel Jones or Baker Mayfield or Geno Smith as their starting quarterback, which is a world that I don't want to live in. Because, I mean, no one knows. Like, Deshaun Watson could easily just turn out to be like, oh, man, all of a sudden he's top 3 quarterback. Like, the guy's not 100 years old. I think he's like 28 or 31 or something like that. He's somewhere around there. It's not like he's, like, aged out. He's just been out of the league and then back and injured. He's 28 years old. The guy's 28 years old, so, and when you think about it, he's like what? Patrick Mahomes' age? Like, the guy's not old. So, yeah, I'm going to take Deshaun Watson as my second QB. I took Deshaun Watson, second quarterback. And then I'm going to try to come back and just get my kicker and defense. I'll probably take my defense first. I'll probably... Man. Let me see. Let me look at my phone here and see what... I've taken the Bears a lot. But I have a lot of Bears on my team. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 bye week. Wait, 1, 2, 3 bye week 7s. So.
All Bears?
Yeah, they're all Bears. So, they have Chicago's defense ranked 6th on here. But they don't have the Jags ahead of them, right? Yeah, you got San Francisco, Cincinnati. Detroit's not ranked ahead of them either on here. Where's Detroit? I don't even see them. Where the heck's Detroit? Or this is week 1, maybe. I didn't see them on here. What is this exactly? Yeah, it says, oh, that's week 1. Chicago is 13th. Where's Jacksonville? Jacksonville's 16th. So, where's Detroit? Detroit's 15th. So, they're expecting the Bears defense to be better as well. Than the two listed above them. The kickers, I'm not really concerned about. We got, yeah, I feel like there's plenty of kickers to choose from. I hate having a defense with that early of a bye week, but so I don't have a kicker. Which is fine, because there's all those kickers. I just got to decide before the season starts who I want to get rid of and what kicker I want to pick up. But which may not be an easy decision. Ah, wait. You're only allowed one defense, maybe. Because we're only on round 15. I should have one more draft. Yeah, right here. One more pick. One more, I guess. Yeah, we're on 15 of 16. So I should be able to take my kicker right here, and I'll be good. Do I want him? No, probably not. Him, not. Jake Bates. Well, I don't want to be dealing with bye weeks, really, with kickers right off the bat. That's week 5. Dustin Hopkins. Nah. Tampa Bay. Miami has good weather and probably going to be an offense that scores a lot of points because their defense sucks. So they could be in contention. But I really like... I only have one player on bye week 11. And that is Mike Evans. I kind of really like Matt Prada. Plays indoors, in the desert. An offense that should have to score a lot of points because their defense is absolutely dreadful as well. Yeah, I think I'll probably just take him. Probably just go ahead and get him ready to be picked.
Nice, Connor.
Connor Terry.
Hey, that's copyright.
How's his fantasy draft going? How's Connor Terry's fantasy draft going?
Hey, it is copyright. I mean, all my videos are copyrighted.
What, somebody's playing music back here?
I think Mom was.
Well, I'm not monetized, or so it's
Ruined
not
your
gonna matter.
viewership.
It's not gonna matter.
Ruined your viewership, though. Plus, your goal's trying not to get. Hey, you're like laying sideways.
Ace, look, you can make this next pick. It's so simple.
Who you picking?
This kicker. Anybody can pick a kicker, Ace.
I mean, aren't like all of the kickers the same pretty much?
No, I mean, pretty much. You just got to get one that can kick it through the field goal post and have opportunities to do that, which be on a decent offense. I still have 2 more picks, Ace. BB. 2 more picks, BB.
I'll probably end up wearing my jersey tomorrow if it's too hot.
Yeah, your mom said it couldn't be machine washed, but I washed it in the machine. It looks perfectly fine to me.
I don't know if it can or not.
Well, it says not. It says hand wash, but. All right, Ace. You ready?
Ace, you're cooking. Where do you look?
Look, Ace, you did it. You made the last Mr. Irrelevant pick of the draft. You did it, BB. You did the hardest thing ever. There's people selecting kickers like 6 rounds ago, and you were smarter than them. You did it, Beebs.
I have no clue what it even says. I do not see anywhere where it says that. I mean, it's straight thing.
So that's the end of the draft, pretty much. I mean, we got like a few scrubs here to pick.
Hey, did you start doing these reaction videos? Get them views up? You're cooking on YouTube.
Yeah, reaction videos are coming up.
Once I get him to do it.
Yeah, I've been saying that for like a month, but
Yeah, I'm like,
they're in the future.
I mean, hey, if I'm getting 400 views.
Well, I watch a lot of reaction videos, so like I gotta like be particular of who I react to because I've been seeing so
Like
many.
I said, just do Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Machine Gun Kelly stuff, or
I haven't either.
I've heard 2 songs of him.
Yeah, you've heard, what was it? BMXing and
Rap Devil.
Rap Devil.
Yeah, those are the 2 I've
Let's
heard.
see, I've heard the whole Hell to the Diablo album. I've heard, hold on, I can look. Whole
Who
Hell to
did
the
he
Diablo.
pick?
I've heard
Luke McCaffrey? Somebody said, "Oh my God, I wanted him for my last pick." And then Suckers.
I've heard Tickets to Downfall, Mainstream Sellout, Hotel Diablo. I've heard all these albums. The deluxe version of Tickets to Downfall. I've heard Binge, heard Bloom, Who's Calling Me, Connor, not answering it. BMXing, Son to Me.
Why are you not answering it,
Lost-
man? He's
Lost
like your best
Boys.
friend. You're just ignoring his calls.
Apologize. Okay, maybe my parents does.
Cheers to another draft season, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. That's how this draft ends up. Let's do a quick recap on who I got here. We got Jaden Daniels, Bijan Mustard Robinson, DeAndre Swift, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Evan Ingram,
Yo.
Cooper Kupp, the Bears defense, Matthew, the man, kick it through the field goal post, Prater.
Go.
We have Xavier. I hope you're on the field and not behind bars worthy. We have Khalil Shakir. We have Nick has a big chub, but he hopes to get the chub down so he can start this year sometime. Tyler Algier. I'm behind Bijan the Mustard Robinson. And we have Khalil Herbert and the whole fleet of Chicago Bears running backs here. Khalil Herbert, Roschon Johnson, because I'm not sure who's the handcuff, so we took both to cover our bases. And just because Jaden Daniels may turn out to be a turd because he's a rookie. We got Watson as our safety net.
What is garbage?
I could be starting Watson week 1. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at who they're playing. Could be starting Watson and then rolling into Daniels after I see that he's proved himself. But that's where we're at today. And that wraps up this draft. And everybody that tuned in and clicked on this, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you in the next